stupid film. Seriously, Pacific Rim, what kind of a name is that for a science fiction film? Should it be called Monsters vs. Robots? Oh, right. I understand now. Pacific Rim is directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Charlie Hunnam and Rinko Kikuchi. Now, this film I was sort of looking forward to because the trailers were like really exciting and breathtaking for me. But on the outside, it kind of looked like a fun action blockbuster film. And when I heard Guillermo del Toro was done directing it, I was not excited at all, because he's not good at making action films. I mean, seriously, he did good only in fantasy films. Of sure, it's already The Hobbit Part 2 and 3. He also directed Puss in Boots. I'm not gonna lie, I love Puss in Boots. I really fairly enjoyed Puss in Boots. But now, when I was walking down my theater, I said to myself, meh. I gotta be honest, that's the only thing I've said walking out of this film. Meh. What was I watching? Seriously, Pacific Rim is one of the most weakest science fiction films I've ever seen. Sure, it has some interesting cinematography and action. That's only one of the most redeeming quality of the movie. The cinematography is really stunning. I love it how the director shot some beautifully shot, captured on film images. Has some God, I'm about to sneeze. He's not really good in making some of these films, and Pacific Rim, that title is really very misleading because it doesn't have nothing to do with what the hell is Rim anyway. I don't know what Rim is, but it should be called Robots vs. Monsters. That's the only perfect title that I think of that would fit into this film. And there you have it. It's Pacific Rim. The trailers were really fantastic, but overall the movie was just a big mess up, like my ice cream cone. I gotta be honest, I haven't even ate ice cream this morning. The direction of Guillermo del Toro is terrible, really awful, and the acting was just blur. The acting was just blur. It's messed up. They don't know how to act, and they look like they were reading lines and I don't understand their English. In my opinion, I think that's the most terrible English speaking I've ever seen. The script is just awful. It's just really poorly written. And the action is really fantastic. That's the only redeeming quality of the movie, especially the cinematography. And Charlie Hunnam was just terrible. He's such a terrible protagonist in this film. I haven't seen one of his films yet. I don't know what films he's on. Maybe I've seen one of his films, but I don't remember the names of it. But Pacific Rim is one of the most crappiest movies I've ever seen. The camera angles are just so really good. I thought that camera angles were really fantastic. But overall, this is one of the most crappiest films I have ever seen. It's just blur. Pacific Rim, 4 out of 10 stars for me. Sure, I don't understand the love for it at all. Seriously. I mean, 70+% on Rotten Tomatoes. Just, meh. So messed up. This movie is just so blurred, so messed up, like blurred, like my glasses and stuff. What am I talking about? But Pacific Rim, You might have some audiences that might like you, but for me, you suck. I am Keaton26, and I hope you enjoyed this review for Pacific Rim, and please subscribe.